I flew 5,000 miles to London, England, and I found a secret sports card shop in the middle of nowhere in a warehouse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sports Trading Cards UK, one of the most successful card shops in the country. This is crazy. This is our journey to a card shop. There he is. Grandpa. No card shop I've ever been to, you had to go through a drive like this shit.
How do they get their inventory up?
Yeah, how do they get their boxes
Bro,
here?
this is the greatest heist ever, bro. Be like, we're gonna stop that big Topps card right here in the middle of the road.
I said, you're moaning, oh, I'm so tired, Diva over it. Put your sunglasses on. Your Brett Hitman Hart sunglasses.
All right, sorry, Austin 316. that was a hell of a drive, man. I've been to a lot of card shops over the years, and I'd never driven through something like that.
I just followed Waze. We went through the country and all that.
Yeah. All right, look at this. Okay.
Oh, whoa.
I almost feel like I had to make a private appointment, but it sounds like this.
Well, funny enough, we used to work on appointments. You look well, mate. You look well.
You're looking well. You guys are like when's the last time you guys saw each other?
Long time.
Long time.
I feel like we could start a sit-down podcast. let's see what type of singles you have, James. So when people come in here to buy singles, what are they typically buying?
Most popular is soccer.
And then for you guys, though, like, you do have.
Over here.
I mean, look at this.
We try and have a variety of everything.
Yeah.
Pete Rose.
We got Daniel Jones.
It's Glenn McGrath out the cricket set for this year. Got some graded as well.
Yeah,
it's a super short print.
Great. Wow. Magic Johnson draft. The area we're in, what is the soccer team that people would represent here?
Most local is Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace?
Yeah, so that's the most local, highest league, most local team.
And then
Brighton's fairly close as well, so really similar.
What about basketball, baseball, football? What are they rooting for?
There is a team in Tunbridge that we sponsor, the Hurricanes.
Cool. Sauce Gardner. Joe Burrow purple.
Jared Goff.
Oh, Jared Goff, that's sick.
A couple of classic Montanas.
How about that Eagles patch? Can we see that?
Yeah.
I know it's Carson Strong, but that's
jumbo.
Sometimes you just gotta buy the card, not the player.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Nice
For the
Kenny
Eagles.
Pickett booklet.
Kenny P, there he is. Goyne, I heard you're PCing him.
He's the man this year. He's going to have to bounce back. I'm buying low. He can't get any lower than what it is.
So that's a lovely Futera. It's a gold frame. So that's 12 out of 12 on that one.
Wow.
But yeah, quite a high-end box. Fairly difficult to get.
Is that Luka Modric?
That is.
I know him. That's beautiful. From Topps Pristine.
So that's a nice one.
Who's this? What is it? Emile Smith Rowe? Is he pretty good?
Yeah. Sam Greenwood. It's a nice card. Not the best player.
Do they like David Beckham here?
Yeah, he's hero worshipped in some parts.
Obviously, in the United States, we appreciate Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe.
Yeah.
Like, who is that for soccer in England? Like, who's royalty like that?
Beckham, Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney. If you go way back, you're looking at Roy Keane, if you're a hardcore Man United fan. Eze at the moment for Crystal Palace. It's quite tribal though, so it's if you've got your team, that's your player. But Beckham is, because he played for England, pretty much everyone likes him.
What do you think, Gwen? Do you think that's accurate?
I think Beckham's great. A lot of vintage soccer collectors here, but you can't go wrong with someone like Beckham. Universally worldwide love.
So you're going to give us a tour of Sports Trading Cards UK. So why don't we run through and just get it going?
Cool little decal on the helmets with our logo on. Someone in the UK done those for us. So we have supplies, folders,
binders. You got to have top loaders.
Mags. Oh, there's an Albon Miami, Vegas replica helmet. Lando Norris, who obviously won in Miami recently.
Well, that's cool. And I see a lot of memorabilia here.
Yeah, we have a lot of memorabilia. More for talking pieces when people come, but obviously, if anyone wants to purchase one, that's also something we could do.
That's sick. Messi's beautiful. And I noticed you have football mini helmets. Do these?
We have mini helmets with the mystery ones. These are the Gold Rush ones. Ison.
That's sick.
Love and
we got a little 3-time MVP right here.
Jokic, Joker.
That's cool.
Lovely jersey.
And you even have McFarlane figures. I don't really see these in shops or that much.
No, well, I used to collect them when I was a bit younger.
Do a lot of people come and watch games and rip their boxes right here?
A lot
or-
of people rip the boxes. When there's games on, we'll have Sky Sports News on, or we'll have the games on. So when the Euros starts next month, if there's games on in the day, we'll have them on there. So that's cool. When the Olympics is on, or cricket, or whatever, whatever's. If there's live sport in the daytime, it's on.
Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo down the bottom there, and then Giannis, Bucksball, Tyson Fury. And this is a Tyson Fury signed belt, just a replica belt. We're trying to work out how best to display it, but Coulthard, Vettel, and Mansell.
Compared to the other shop we went to, you guys have a lot of Panini products.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of variety. And I know soccer's obviously big here.
Yeah.
F1's big here.
Yeah.
How did you guys obtain? How do you guys keep up with that?
So we've built network relationships with distributors or various other people and experience. So over time, we've managed to. When we first started, we didn't have anywhere close to this. But as time's gone on, we've evolved and scaled as a business, and we try and get as much as we can of most releases and have the range for people in the UK.
Never
So
seen
these are chrome top sets, so they're limited edition of 200s. There's 20 on-card autos, 20 number cards.
Well,
Prism
that's-
World Cup.
that's a big
hobby.
one.
Prism EPL, which is the standard flagship.
And a lot of
Release
people, a lot of people. Is this considered like for
Every-
flagship baseball? We have top series 1. Is that considered
Yeah.
flagship soccer?
Yeah, I'd say every year Prism is super popular. Obviously it's chrome and not paper, but in the soccer world, Prism and Topps Chrome and Panini Prism are the two go-to soccer releases.
And then how about American football? How popular is that here? I mean, you can
it's
show
been
some of the
popular
products.
and it is growing. So we've got, we've still got an impeccable hobby. I've not been many releases recently. We've still got Obsidian, Spectra, Illusions. We've got Select from 2022 hobby.
That's good stuff.
Immaculate.
And then how popular is basketball here and hockey? I mean, I see basketball and hockey.
Basketball is up there close to NFL. So you've got soccer first, and then basketball and NFL. Depending on what time of the year and what's going on. Wembyana effect or the Shroud effect obviously helps.
Yeah.
But we've had these two releases. So Crown Royale released this week. Spectra released today.
Wow. And you're able to get these releases pretty quick.
Generally, we get most on release. Occasionally, can be a little delay here and there, but relatively within a day or two of release, we usually have the products in stock.
Wow.
Bowman release this week, so obviously one of the bigger releases each year for the baseball guys.
And then how about the non-sport? Let's talk about non-sport.
Non-sport. So we've got all sorts of stuff here. So we've got the cricket, which we looked at earlier. Game of Thrones.
I've never seen that. That's cool.
Another Game of Thrones there. Got Garbage Powered Kids. Goodwin Champions Upper Deck, multi-sport. Bruce Lee.
That's cool.
This release this week, Game Used Golf.
This was blowing up in the US.
Yeah, Star Wars and Marvel.
Wow, that's
The
cool.
Disney stuff when they first released it was
Madness,
really
right?
big, yeah.
Wow.
And then we've even got Olympic sets now. So Team GB Olympic sets.
Wow.
So they're
Sound cases in the UK. You already know what to do. You guys use the code Mojo10. Get your discount. Let's go.
I want to see the cricket stuff.
cricket. Yeah.
Oh, that looks so sweet, bro.
Cricket.
It looks like the king of like what is it? The throne, the Game of Thrones. Yeah.
That's so true.
So you get 4 encased cards, 2 numbered, 2 autos, all to 49 or less.
How much was something like that? Like
That's 195.
wow.
Who's that?
Where's your Macram?
Khalifa.
Kalish.
Jaw Khalifa. sorry. What is it?
Jacques Kalish. Jack Callis.
On Whatnot, they're breaking cricket.
4 box breaks.
There's no Tendulkar
See,
or Kohli.
Americans, we just think, oh, NBA, basketball,
Yeah.
NFL, MLB, but if you're breaking 21 boxes of cricket, something's working. So, like, this came out today. In the States, people would be losing their mind for it.
Yeah.
For
What they
Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Here, is somebody freaking out about Wembanyama in the England?
Yeah, there's the hypes. They're probably not on the same scale.
But someone would come in. Do you have regulars that come in and maybe
yeah.
want to open this?
Yeah.
Pretty cool select.
Yeah, I expect we'll be sold out after the show this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, and this and the Kaboom Chase and the Select. Select's always popular.
And how does, let's grab the new Bowman. Can we check out that? Just came out on Wednesday, 2024 Bowman. And there's a lot of big bounties for this stuff right now.
Jumbo. Baseball's not on the, obviously soccer's by far number one now. When I first started 5 years ago, this August we've been going, soccer was our lowest selling sport 5 years ago.
He knows more about baseball than I do, honestly. Why did you like baseball so much?
I love baseball because it's got numbers behind its statistics. They are humans, you interact. Like Dylan Cruz on here, he was playing in Holland 2 years back on Team USA. Lovely kid, supports autistic children. Just a lovely guy, and now it's nice to see him picked up. First round draft pick, and now you just get to follow him on the cards.
Wow, you know a lot about baseball. That's a true baseball fan.
But I collect who I like. My PC's Yuli Gurriel, known him 20 years before when he was still in Cuba.
Yulieski Gurriel?
Yeah, and then he invited me to the World Series in 2022 as his guest. Jose Abreu, know him really well. Other Cubans.
Why Cuba?
Because the Americans couldn't go there. So it was my opportunity to have my own little unique piece of baseball culture that the Americans couldn't actually go there. So I was the guy who interacted with the players and direct to source, and I enjoy collecting their memorabilia and helping them, more importantly, helping them by buying items from them, giving them some dollars when they're out of the country so they can go shopping, and just help them be better people.
Because I went to Cuba and I was trying to communicate with you a little bit, but it's crazy over there. Yeah. That's amazing that you can help those players.
Absolutely. And they very much remember. That's why when Yuli was in the World Series, we connected. And I got a ticket to go to Houston for Game 6 and saw the Astros win the World Series.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Not everybody can say that, but you're providing service to the players, so that's even cooler. I didn't even realize it would to that extent.
Whatnot is great. Whatnot been around for a year and a bit, I think, in the UK, and has grown as the hobby has over here. 5 channels on Whatnot at the moment. So we have one which is predominantly NFL breaks. Most evenings a week we have breaking NFL. We have a basketball and baseball channel where 2 or 3 nights a week of each sport is broken. We have another channel which we have UFC and wrestling on, which is 2-3 times a week.
And you have mostly like people from United Kingdom or all over the world?
I think it depends. Whatnot's one of those very fluid some people can stumble across us from outside the UK, but the majority is UK based.
Blasters. We got Topps Big League, we got the flagship Topps, we got Select Baseball, Topps Scrum UFC. Blasters are always affordable. If you need a little retail therapy, that's always nice. Donruss UFC. We got the NFL Prism, check that out. This was a big Prism year. Score. We even got Super Bowl champions. Tom Brady's getting absolutely destroyed by Aaron Donald, who happy retirement to him. Look at that graph. And then Thierry Henry, look at that photo. Dwayne Wade with LeBron James. Patrick Mahomes, they have a ton of memorabilia here. Bo Jackson breaking the bat. Christian McCaffrey. This Giannis photo is sick. Look at that graph, and then look at his face. I'm definitely excited to rip some 2024 Bowman. I pulled one of these before. Yeah. Look at that thing, that's beautiful. We won, man. Congratulations, man. Card Shop of the Year.
Vendor of the Year.
Oh, shoot, look at this.
UK Card Collector Awards Vendor of the Year last year, so that was nice.
So a lot of the card shops in the United States I talk to, they say a childhood dream is to open a shop.
Yeah.
Was that something that hits for you as a dream, or what was your...
Not a childhood dream.
Yeah.
I only started collecting cards 2016 NFL football cards. Stumbled across a Facebook group of about 200 members, and then collected NFL purely for 3 years. No one was selling boxes. You couldn't get boxes anyway. You had to go to the US. That was the only way to get boxes. So I decided to set a website up to try and sell boxes and as a hobby, to be blunt. And that grew and grew into the business it is now.
You had a baby during COVID, and
Yes.
your next thought was, I'm going to sell sports cards full time.
Yeah, so I was a retail manager, and I'd been online for 9 months, and I had a second child on the way, baby on the way. It was COVID, late 2020. And baby was due in March, and I decided to leave my job and go all in on this. Looks now like the right decision, but was a big risk. But it was a risk I thought, the opportunity was there and was worth taking. Thankfully it all worked out.
And your wife was very supportive of this?
Supported
I hear him
me.
He's laughing in the background.
Whether she understood what I was doing at the time, she supported. Well, nevertheless, she supported me and had faith in I was making the right decision for me and my family, and you can always go back to what you were doing. But it was a risk worth taking, and so far we offer a range of products at every buying level, whether it's a £5 back or a £1,000 box. We want to be part of growing the hobby in the UK, getting new customers in, new collectors in, just helping in any way we can to build this hobby, so the hobby's here to stay and keeps growing strength to strength.
The hockey, do people open hockey a lot here?
The Bedard effect has come over big time.
How do you guys decide what boxes go in here?
So we try to do some new stuff. So the Dortmund box we got in today, so obviously Borussia Dortmund.
Can we see that one?
Yeah.
What is that box?
It's just a Dortmund team set, so it came out today about £80-ish.
A lot of people get into this.
Yeah, they're trying to do a bit more on the team sets. We've had a Man City team set, so they've got Haaland's. We've had an Arsenal team set.
Is there Crystal Palace?
Not yet.
Tops, if you're watching this, tell them we need Crystal Palace.
The local team. So yeah, we always have Prism in there, which is the Premier release.
I gotta tell you, we see this box a lot in the United States.
Yeah.
And it's not our favorite.
No, the hobby, or
I think it's the hobby. Yeah.
Yeah. So the hobby,
he said it's the flagship.
The release itself is flagship. Hobby box has got a lot in it. We've got the choice box, which is more like a T-mail. So
is this the hobby?
So the hobby's the big one.
It's only what is it? 260?
250 now, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
And then we've got breakaway, so it's like a half hobby. And then the most popular one this year has been the choice. So 8 cards, all short print in there.
Wow.
Guaranteed auto.
Who are the big names? Are we looking for these guys on the front or different guys?
Front is probably the biggest. Like
Erling Haaland.
Yeah, everyone's choice this year.
So we went to the Crystal Palace Manchester United game, and it was unbelievable. So this is near Crystal Palace. To hear that's the local team, I want to follow Crystal Palace. Like how someone sees I follow Sacramento Kings. I feel that for Crystal Palace in this weird way because we saw them play, and they crushed it.
Not this year, but I think maybe last year or the year before. Miami, last year. Miami helmet, mini helmet. It's a special limited edition.
You can get that in Miami?
No. So when he raced the Miami Grand Prix last year, he releases a special helmet, and that's the style, like a basketball. Look.
Wow. And he said this one was, I think this one Lando?
That's like his year one, Lando, like a mini helmet.
Is there a market for these?
Yeah, people collect them. You can buy them on his website, but quite often they're limited edition, so they go out of stock.
Let's see what we have in value boxes. $5 or less. Darius Garland, they're doing some things. What else we got? Peyton Pritchard, Mike Tyson, baby. Look at that Leaf auto. Vinicius Jr. I like him a lot from Brazil. He's cool. Oh, Connor McJesus. That's a cool one, McFarlane. Excellent selection of memorabilia here. I just want to fly through. We got Juan Soto. We got Mike Schmidt. We got, wow, the Hulkster. I think this guy is pretty good iffy.
We try and give that vibe, want people to come in and feel comfortable, see the pieces, enjoy what we've got here. So it is about cards, but also if you like cards, you like sport, right? So 850 Trustpilot reviews now, 4.9 stars. We heavily rely upon the customer experience, the customer online or here. We want people that make an effort to come here, to not just come in and see a counter, we'll take your money, see you later. You can have a coffee, you can sit down. We have Sky Sports on the TV, so when the games are on, we can put the games on. There's no rush, but ultimately cards is very niche, and people will make an effort to go somewhere if they're selling cards. The best thing really is for people getting into the hobby, because it's growing. They can come in, they can see what a Prism card looks like, or what a book box looks like, and say, okay, some of these boxes aren't cheap, right? So you can come in and talk to someone and say, what do you think about this? Or I've got a budget, or oh, actually I like that card because I've actually seen it in real life now. So it's just it's for all. We have beginners, experienced people, all sorts coming in. Oh, you got a Luke Littler, your darts?
Oh, that's cool. No, I'm not gonna lie. Now this is pretty cool.
Jersey. Yeah, the young phenom, the darts player. If I saw a player playing, I enjoyed their goal, or it's a memory for me, I want a card off that player. So when I go through my cards, it evokes that. Instead, as it says, if you looked at my collection, it wouldn't make any sense to anyone, because there's so many different players and different eras and different teams, and people look. But it might be that I went to Wembley and saw the QB playing in the NFL.
Yeah.
Or it might be that I watched the World Cup and saw this goal that was amazing, or I was 10 years old and remember that. And
but I think that's the best thing about the collector side of us and being in the hobby is when you're able to put some sentimental value behind it and be able to have the space to storytell.
Yeah, exactly.
It does create not just the relationship between the person you're dealing with, but it may grow for them to even gear towards that player it brings some nostalgia.
I want to be sad as it, when I'm 60, 70, whatever, go through my cars and go, oh, that goal in the 94 World Cup, like 40, but it'll bring back those enjoyable moments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you need to hold on to some of that, you know?
And I feel like if I was to throw this to a doctor or a physiologist, I think he'd be like, this may be able to help with dementia, or it may be help with Alzheimer's.
All right, you guys, that was Sports Trading Cards UK. If you guys are ever in London, you guys got to come through. We put the address down below, and tell us the hours.
We are Monday to Friday, 10 till 4.
And if they want to find you on social media and whatnot and more,
any channels at Sports Trading Cards UK.
and if you guys can make that drive, you guys should definitely take that countryside drive and pay attention and have a driver like Iffy who crushed it. And shout out to Gawain. Hey. you gotta have your friends in the shop, but if you guys can ever make it out to London, I highly recommend you come out here. Like I said, I put all the information down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, we have Zion Case discount code. Use the code Mojo10. And also, last but not least, if you need $15 to spend on whatnot, use that link down below. Man, London's a vibe. Love it here. It's lovely here. See you guys.